When we last left off, a blinding light appeared to the scene just moments after we sealed away to King Drake. It was something ethereal, something that you would see in extraterrestrial movies. They see a blinding light, and next thing you know, you see someone or something get spirited away. That was definitely felt like a call to the paranormal. Wait, where's Violet? What happened to her?
This place. There's nothing but brightness as far as the eye can see. Where am I, and more importantly, where's everyone else?
Violet. Is that really you? It's me. Sweet child, I've waited so long for this day, this moment. Now, the day has finally arrived.
No. This can't be real. My own mother, here of all places. How is this even possible?
Dry your eyes, little one. Everything is as the priest foretold. When both of our descendants combine our powers together, that's when you'll awaken to your true potential.
Both of our descendants? I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The descendants of both the priest and Lilith. The union between light and darkness. The sun and the moon. The day and the night. Both sides so different, and yet so alike.
Sorry. I still don't understand the parable.
Don't worry. It'll all make sense in due time. A descendant of a true air crusader used an ancient relic combined with your rosario to seal away a King Drake. This union of two powerful forces is what's caused your awakening.
Wait. Are you talking about Justin? No way. After all this time, he possessed the power of a crusader. I never would have imagined. But, I must know. What am I awakening to?
Simple. You're awakening to all of the vast, hidden powers I had in the prime of my youth. You've truly become everything and far more than I ever saw myself ever becoming. Not just for myself, but for the entirety of Eden as well.
Mother, I'm not so sure about that. In all honesty, the weight of the crown is too much. You radiate grace, elegance, and beauty. Compared to that, I've lived my entire life as an exiled outcast. The title of being a queen is unimaginable at best.
Violet, believe me when I say I'm well aware of all the suffering you've endured until now. In the past, I've had multiple premonitions of how much you'd be hated and ostracized by the very people you seeked for help. That's nothing to take lightly. You're strong. Far stronger than I could have ever been. My biggest regret was that I wouldn't be there to comfort you and dry your tears when it all happened. I was utterly mortified. Even so, you've met many genuine people that would give their lives for you 100 times over, if they could. That's how much of a queen they believed you were. Here I am, bestowing you the untapped power I never used during my time. That's how much of a queen I believe you are. But, hey. All of that is meaningless if you don't see yourself the queen you're striving to be.
Mother, I think I've made my decision. I'm going to stand and rise to the challenge. I'm going to make each sacrifice worthwhile. Not just for myself, but for everyone else involved.
At last, the time has finally come. Stand strong, my daughter. Strive to become the light for our country's future. Take our people to heights I believed were impossible during my time.
Rest easy, Mother. I will fulfill my duties to the people. Thank you so much for all that you've done. I'll never forget you.
After the blinding light vanished, there was suddenly more trees, grass, and vegetation throughout the land of Esteban. We weren't imagining things. Things were completely restored right before our very eyes. It was like a genie granting a wish, or some other supernatural entity, especially when it came to the destruction of Esteban. All the destroyed buildings and debris and the chaos that the hero slayers and their forces did to the land suddenly vanished. It was as if they were never there. Not just that, the land was restored even better than it was before. That is something, I don't know, probably like divine powers or something going on here. It is incredible.
Goodness, neither you or this place is recognizable. No way. Don't tell me that blinding ray of light somehow transformed you into a goddess. Incredible.
It seems that way. However, in reality, everything you've just witnessed was all done using a more advanced form of time magic. Time magic that applies to a large scale of inanimate objects.
Whoa, Violet, sweetheart, you become a force not to be taken lightly. You're now every bit of the queen you're striving to be.
Hardly. But, you know what they say. The journey of 1,000 miles always starts with one step. This was only the first step.
First step? I believe first giant big leap. Now we're just mere inches closer to taking back your country. I just know it, especially with all your adoring fans out here rooting for you.
No way. Are you serious?
Yes, we were completely serious. Everyone nearby was rooting for the return of the legendary next Queen of Eden. Especially Ike, who is now Esteban's crowned official Silver Guardian. Everyone was waiting for this moment. Especially us. Took them long enough, goodness. The troops who helped us with the King Drake and the other forces of the Hero Slayers all celebrated and rejoiced for our return to Esteban. We were finally knighted and made official nobles of Esteban. I was titled the Mage Hero of Esteban, and Fidelia was titled the Sun Maiden of Esteban. Flatter Girl, there you are. Thank you. All thanks to you, sweetheart. As promised, that reporter Henry got his one-on-one interview with the princess. We're being vindicated before our very eyes. It was astounding. More than that, we officially became a unified country with Esteban itself, or Esteban royalty, and forms our first official alliance with New Eden. The princess gave the Knights of Esteban her flowers as a sign of new prosperity. As crowds large and wide, far and wide, all gathered for this event. There was a lot of dancing, singing, and all kinds of other performances taking place. Oh yeah, awesome. Yes, it was quite a grand night in Esteban, a night truly worthy of remembrance. However, what made it more spectacular was the unexpected visit from an organization known as the Black Suits, a group that supersedes the Gray Suits in JSA. They stopped by. We answered their questions concerning the defeat of the Hero Slayers and how did we do it, and we cooperated with them fair and square. After we told them what they needed to know, they presented us with an awesome reward. It was bills, a bunch of dollar bills, plenty of dollar bills, more than we've ever seen in our entire life. Talking about stacks of them, loads of them. So we all pitched in together to decide what we were going to do with it. It was our unanimous decision to set up operations here in Esteban to start our own guild and purchase our own domain here in this awesome city, this awesome land where we're seen as heroes instead of rejects. And suddenly, we started getting hundreds and hundreds of sign-ups each and every day. Yes, the hustling, bustling city life of Esteban finally returned to once was. However, Rick wanted to see me for something.
Hey, what's up? So, Rick, you wanted to speak with me about something, right? I'll just cut to the chase. Tell me, son, do you regret not ever getting the weapons you wanted from the agency? In all honesty, I never really thought about it until now. Well, I guess you could say I was more than a little hot and bothered at first when I was given the infamous dud item that no one else wanted. However, that all immediately changed when Fidelia came along. Afterwards, I really didn't focus much on the hypotheticals. Once I got my team's special item in my first mission, I was more than content with the outcome. However, there is just this one thought that bothers me from time to time. Ever since Lady Violet and our team got vindicated from the stigma that surrounded us these past few days, I often wonder how different things would have been if I had given in and returned the book to JSA that day. My guess a team would have never been formed to guard the princess. The Hero Slayers, a king's assassination, or widespread country invasion would have been prevented either. Not just that, an alliance wouldn't have been formed or receiving a high-paying bounty from the Black Suits wouldn't have transpired. So you clearly see just how one decision changed the outcome of everything. We've certainly come a long way, and we've certainly got a long way to go, so yeah, no complaints. Then I may as well give you this while I'm at it.
Rick then hands Justin an unexpected item.
No way, I can't believe it. It's one of the Twin Star daggers. How's that possible? It was back during my fight with Anti-Spur. I would have given you this earlier, but sealing a King Drake, forming an alliance, and being officially knighted was far more important. Yes, this just made my day. Thanks again, Rick. Listen, you sure you don't want to join us? There wouldn't be a better person to ask from JSA than you, based on your years of experience. That's a great offer, kid, but perhaps later. I've been trapped in a perpetual nightmare for the last 5 years, searching for the true culprit. Now that he's gone, I just need to rest now. Besides, it was your team that went above and beyond the call of duty. That's how you caught the attention of the Black Suits and gained so many rewards. You don't need relics like us from the past to make you great. Your team did all that on your own. I understand, and thank you for your words of wisdom, Rick. Please, get as much R&R as you need. Take care of yourself out there. Will do, kid. Will do.
Believe me, Rick, I completely understood where you were coming from. It was your time to rest, you know? Just like it was our time to build. Which will be soon, considering our new Untitled Ambition flag we got going on. Yes. We can't wait to hang that out in the front lawn of our guild. Yes. Life just started to get better for us. Yeah. It was way better than where we started at, but we still got a long way to go. We met many friends and allies. Some to stay, others to go their separate ways. But even so, one thing is still important. We must find a way to get Her Highness back to her country to lead her people. However, this was a very nice start, though. Which should be a lot more easier to accomplish now that I'm a guild leader. I guess. If I didn't have to worry about the little minuscule problems of other people and whatnot. But hey, this is what we chose to, so I can't complain. Things have been a lot easier, especially now that we got the official Knights of Esteban helping us and serving us under us. So, can't really complain, can I?
Unbelievable, it makes no sense. Humans who slay monsters are called heroes. Monsters who slay heroes are called hero slayers. But, what do you call beings who slay even the hero slayers?
Simple. Beings that slay hero slayers are called crusaders. In the hero slayer's chamber, there was some unusual material they were experimenting with. It was leftover fairy dust.
Fairy dust? How? Fairies were said to have disappeared centuries ago.
That's not all, sire. That fairy dust carried his scent. The scent of the lost crusader, Hamp. He inherited the powers of the Golden Chalice. The pictures of those two heroes were plastered worldwide. The light-colored hair, brown skin, and golden eyes from the fairy was enough to confirm the crusader's hidden descent.
No. That's the only force that can destroy the powers of the Black Chalice. Our bloody baptism. We must stop them, but how?
Fear not, for we have a secret weapon. Sire, when I traveled to Esteban to confirm Antispur's defeat, I noticed a young lady who was terribly grieved. She insisted that I take her with me in order to find the answers she seeks.
Please, sire. I must know what happened to the red kite. When I went to the outskirts of Esteban, I found one of the daggers he used on top of mountains of ash piles in the area. I must know what happened to him.
Ash pile, you say? I reckon that the one who carries the other dagger may in fact be your true culprit. Though, I don't know for sure. Rest easy, child. You will find the answers you seek, soon enough. First, we must prepare you for your mission. Are you ready?
Yes, sire. I'll do whatever it takes.
At that moment, another force from the underworld has joined Almagist. What else will be in store for our heroes next?